My title is a forensic scientist with a primary focus on blood pattern analysis and footprint analysis. I have received my master's in forensic biology in Virginia Commonwealth University. I have worked with the Miami Metro Homicide Division for the past 2 years and have recently came back to Virginia to work with the Richmond Police Homicide Division. First, by looking at the blood patterns of the victim, I was able to conclude that this was not a suicide but a homicide. The reason is that if this was a suicide, as the suspect tried to make it look like, when the victim had cut her wrist, there should have been some sort of ulterior spurt. However, at the crime scene, there was no signs of any ulterior spurt, rather just pulling of blood on the couch and on the floor. This means that the wrist was cut after the victim had died. Since the heart had stopped pumping the blood in the body, there would not be any pressure, resulting the blood from the cut wrist to flow out of the body. If the heart was still pumping the blood when the wrist was cut, there should have been some sort of spray of blood. Another reason why I can conclude that this was a homicide was because the amount of blood she has lost. Judging from the amount of blood she had lost, it was not a significant amount to cause the death of an adult woman. Around 2 liters of blood was lost. This amount is enough to cause incapacitation, but it's not enough to cause a death. Blood was also found on the doorknob and on the knife. The blood from both items was the blood of the victims. Blood on the knife may infer this case to be a suicide, but the blood swipe on the doorknob does not explain this case to end as a suicide. After the suspect had made the scene look like a suicide, as the suspect was leaving, he had left the blood swipe on the doorknob.